I think the key thing is how can we support many Kenyan authors, African authors, and partnering with local publishers and local content creators to help them so that document the culture and preserve the culture. If we can have all our communities document the stories, we preserve their culture, we preserve their books, so that at least in 200 years, 300, when we are not here, they can have those books exactly. Yeah, exactly.
We all crave for growth in everything we do. We all want to see that great harvest. That is why at Amica, we have a business working plan capital to help you grow your business. At Amica, you will get quick processing, competitive interest rates, flexible repayment period, and an additional free financial advice if need be. We can help you in the construction of a go-down, lorry to supply goods, among others. Start expanding your business this early in the year. Amica Savings and Credit. Plan smarter, live better.
My name is Abdullahi Bulle. I'm the founder of Nuria Bookstore. Nuria was founded in the year 2015 December. Actually, it's the first online bookshop. There were other online stores, but they were selling other products. And the bookshops that were in the market at that time, they didn't have an online platform. They were only selling books through the physical shops. So we started as a online store. We launched our first website and started selling books online. So since then, we've opened our first physical shop in 2018 October. And the reason why we opened our physical store was because of the pressure from our clients. So they've been asking us, where are we based? We want to visit you. Do you guys have a physical shop? And because of that customer demand, we decided to open a physical shop along Boy Avenue. So we used to be in a small cube where we used to stock our books to showcase books there, though our sales were usually online. So we used to have we still have a store where we keep our books, and also we have our physical shops. For 9 years now, we had only one physical shop, an online store. This year, which is this week, we opened our second shop outside Nairobi. So we have opened a branch in Nyali. That's as of this week, actually, Monday, 28th July. So now we have two shops and our online as well. So that's how we started. What inspired me, I was involved in other businesses. I mean, even before I joined campus, I joined campus 2009, finished I joined 2006, finished 2010. So 2009, I started my first, before I finished university, I started my first business, which was selling fresh juice and other soft drinks in Sleep. So I closed it after 10 months. It didn't work well. And then I got employed as an intern at a local bank called Chase Bank. Now it's called SBM Bank. So I worked there for 8.5 years. And then I ventured into what is it called, spare parts. I used to sell spare parts, rims and tires. I started the first online spare part in the year 2012. So it didn't work well. And 2013, I also now started selling other products. It didn't as well work. So from 2009 till 2013 till 2014, I was in a business. They are starting one business failing, starting another one failing. So, and remember unemployment at that time. So I'm working for bank. So mainly I used to use OLX to sell products. And I used to sell those products during the weekends. On a weekend heavy, if you want a book, we'll process, and then not a book but a product. So 2013, I was selling high-end products. High-end products like Range Rover tires and Range Rover rims. So I used to sell for another lady who used to have a workshop along Bunyala Road. And car stereos. So I used to sell a lot of weird stuff. Then I took a break between 2014 to 2015. So what I usually call is business sabbatical break. So I got frustrated with business. I started one, it doesn't work. I start another one, it doesn't work, because I did the spare parts both online and offline. So it didn't work. So is it my approach? Is it the capital that it needed? Is it time? So there are many factors. So the break that I took, that's when I started doing my masters. So I started my masters 2011 to 2013. So when I was finishing my masters, that's when I started now deeply getting involved in book reading. So I became an avid reader. So that is 2013, 2014, 2015. So I used to carry Bookstore in my workplace, and I used to inspire some of my colleagues into the reading culture. And I had 9 years general books. So I was just buying books, both local and some I was importing them, and then reading them during my free time. And some carried to my workplace. Some I used to read ebook, I listened to audiobooks. So I started influencing my colleagues at the workplace. And one lady, told me that she was my deskmate. She told me that why can't I just start selling books to them? So remember, I'm on a break from business. So she just told me, why are you giving us books for free? Just sell it to us. Yeah. So that's how I went to do the book business. And what I did was I did a little research course because of now the failures I've encountered. So I said my approach would be different from the rest now. So the research I did was how can the go-to-market strategy. And the go-to-market strategy was going online. So at that time, online wasn't big, 2015, 2016. Yes, OLX, Jumia, they were there, but on the initial stages. But online wasn't that, or the e-commerce business wasn't as big as it is now. So now I said, let me just use a different approach to get into the market. So a few years down the line, it helped us. So because we are the pioneers of the online space, especially the book business, and that really helped us. So that's how I got into the business of the books. So I left employment in 2018 August and opened the first physical shop in October 2018 along Moi Avenue, a building called the One Building. So that's how I went into the business. And the reason why I fully went into the business was my first employee who was working for me. He worked for me for 2.5 years. Just fresh from the campus, he started working for me. Got employed at a local bank as well. And he told me that at that time maybe he didn't see the future of the book business, the future of Nuria. So since he got employed by a local bank, an established bank, so he was a very kind guy. So he told me that I need to look for someone since now he's has gotten a full-time job. So I thought about it. So he left July. Then I tendered my resignation. The reason why I did that was for 2 days, like around 2 days, I started thinking about it, because I only had 3 options at that time on the table. One was either to continue with my work and look for another person, train them and run my business. Second thing was to just kill the business. And the third one was just continue with banking. So I decided now to just resign from employment and fully venture into the book business. So when I left employment, I was a credit manager earning around 322,000 in the bank, 8.5 years in the banking industry. So it wasn't an easy journey. I think 1 year down the line, that was 2018 October, I think 7-8 months down the line, after selling, after using my savings, I used my savings, my severance pay for the years I've worked at the bank, and also I accessed part of my pension. I put it into the big business, and 8-9 months down the line, I was broke. So the business couldn't take off. So I spent a lot of money on marketing, and the business wasn't taking it. It was so hard. It's interesting. The name first we wanted to call it Jua, J-U-A. Yes, also which means kujua pia, both. So it means both light and knowing. Light, which is the sun, and knowing. So the guy who was designing for me the logo, actually our logo evolved. So he told me it doesn't look bookish. So okay, I said, okay, what can we call it? So he suggested that we call light or something of the sort. So it didn't take off. But the word Nuria came from my mom. My mom is called Nuria. It's a Spanish name. Light. Yes. From the word Nuru. Nuru. Swahili. Or Nuru. Or Nur, N-U-R, which means light. So it's used by Swahilis, it's used by Somalis, it's used by Spanish, it's used by Arabs as well. But initially, the word is a female name called Nuria. But in the East African, this part of the world, it means light. I'm a Nuru. Yeah, Nuru. So since the light was in my mind, call it light or something, and that's how now the book, the name, rhymed with it. And then when I shared with my logo designer, he liked it. And then he said, yeah, let's go with it. And remember, this is 2015 December. And then, yeah, towards the end of the year, 2015. So that's how we came up with the name. One of the things was the book business was there at an infancy stage, especially general books. Because a book is not a tertiary need, it's not a primary need or secondary need, it's a tertiary need. So it's a book, it's something that I think you buy, it's like a luxury item. So because of that, since it wasn't a fast moving also business, because I wasn't in FMG business, because such items move fast. So also there were a lot of piracy that's going on and still goes on. So where people can get pirated books for as low as 700, 600, 500 shilling. E-books people get it for 50 shilling, 100 or 30 bob. So there are many other factors, but the key factor was the market was at its early stages of growth, very infancy level. Because of that, and also I think Nuria is the one that proved the concept of the online book business in Kenya. And also we have proved the concept of now giving life to books. Some of the old books that people have forgotten about, especially classics, African or Kenyan classic books, set books, books that people really forgot about it. And also we brought about the habit of reading for self-development, for self-growth. So, and many bookshops were not into marketing general books. The main was how can we sell more Kenyan books? No, more school books. So because of that shift, it really costed us in the early years, because we were supposed to market it. So we spent a lot of money on marketing it, on social media, everything. So that's what I think was eating our investment. So initial capital went to mainly marketing. So both direct and indirect marketing. So that took toll on us. So 2019, when I couldn't get back into the employment, into the job market, I decided now to put up my property up for sale. So I have a property, I used to have a property in South Sea, and that was pegged to, it was a mortgage actually I took while I was in the bank. And the other thing I think that also affected my savings was also the monthly repayment of the loans. And remember, I don't have any other income. My income is a business, and the business is not performing well. So the monthly installment is eating up into my savings. So I put up my property up for sale. Luckily, I couldn't sell it, but I got some brokers. So in less than 3 months, they sold it. So a month before COVID, that's 2020 Feb, I managed to sell my property and settle my debt, and then put it back into the business. The little money that remained from the sale of the property. So luckily 2020, which was the COVID, as in March, it was a blessing. So Kenyans or the rest of the world, they were at home. So people were reading. The reading culture peaked during COVID. So it was a huge blessing to us. So 2020 was a big blessing for us. Initially it was a bit struggling, but later on it peaked. So a lot of Kenyans who had the purchasing power to buy books started buying books, and that really helped us. And then it was also propelled by now the rise of TikTok and social media, so where people could easily market for free, actually marketing, because as long as you do good content and put it on TikTok, then you can make maybe a few sales from that sort of content. So that really helped us. So 2021, now a year before election, then again we are affected because of the election cycle in Kenya. Every time, there's that pressure, there's that tension. So sometimes the sales slightly go down, dip. So it dipped in 2021. So luckily, our main focus, I think, actually even initially when we started 2016, was to support African authors, Kenyan authors and African authors. So that was our goal and the main strategy, and that really helped us. In 2015, we only had 5 authors. As of, I think today, we have over 2,300 African authors, or what we call independent or self-published authors. There's the rise of independent authors. Independent or self-published authors means you have the content, you have a content, you want to put it into a book, so you do it independently, away from the conventional publishers. So what you do is you look for an independent editor. Nowadays you can use AI to design for you a book cover. But still you want the book designers, they can design for you the book cover. And then the book layout, you can use either AI, or if you can do it by yourself, you can do it as basic. And then there are many printers nowadays who have good quality printers and good paper. So, and then you can print it. And then the next step is now marketing your book. So I think that the rise of now independent publishers or authors we helped them a lot. So they didn't have a platform where they can put their books. Because sometimes you might not find a customer to buy your book. Watakwambia I want to buy at a later date, or they will tell you naweza pata wapi. So if you tell them that at Nuria bookshop, then one time when they get money, they'll come and buy your book. So that's how now we started, helping a lot of self-published or first-time authors. Remember, most of the bookshops in Kenya were not supporting African or Kenyan authors. So they were mainly focusing on international books and best-selling Kenyan books. So if you didn't have a name, if you don't have a good name, they were not taking your book, because they see as you taking up the shelf space. So now Jazia shop. So they want a book that can turn over every month or every year or every few months. They can turn it over as many copies as possible. So which is a business model which is good. That makes sense, because everyone is there to survive and to stay in the game very, very long time. So, but as we took that hit as well, to shelf your books and see how we can promote your book, help you with free ideas, share with you feedback, and guide the much we can. So the pricing is how it works. One is the cost of the printing of the book, how much it costs you. And then the second thing is now the initial investment, or basically, which is editors pay. So editors, most of them, they charge between 0.5 to 2 shilling per word. So you can agree with the editor, they edit for you. That's one-time cost. The other thing that's one-time cost is the design of the cover. You can design it for yourself if you want. You can look for a designer. They design for you the cover of the book. The other cost that is one time is the barcode. This part, this one is 1,500 shilling. You can buy it from National Library. It's one-off. It's the identity of your book. So this also one-off. What else is one-off? Of course, the book design. The book design is interior, so you can do it for yourself, or you can look for someone to design it for you. That's it. So those are the one-off cost. So the printing cost is like a recurring cost. Those are the costs as and when you need it. So, and then if you print in bulk, it's cheaper. For example, if you print 1,000 copies, a book that's less than 200 pages, maybe it costs you around between 150 to 250 shilling per book. So your initial cost can be maybe 200k, 250k, maybe. So if you're printing 1,000 copies, if you're printing maybe 100 copies, 200 copies, it might go slightly higher. It might cost you around 600 shilling per book. If you're printing maybe 10, 20 books, 30 books, so you can start with that. Yes, they used to do digital, yeah. It's offset, yeah, exactly. So now that is, initially you can start, if you don't have that money, you can start with that little money, print 50 copies, sell it, and then add the numbers if you want. So those are, I think, how we usually guide authors for free. I think people used to be charged for that, but as we guide them throughout. We link them up with printers. We can link you up with editors. We can link you up with book designers. So all that. So, and the only thing that we tell them that authors to do is you have to be ready to market your book. You have to religiously market your book. So it needs consistency when it comes to marketing. If not, your book will not take off, because there are billions of books that are competing against each other. We are different because of many things. First, Textbook Center is known for the school books. They're big in that space. Us, we're not big in that space. From the word go, we just decided now to focus mainly on non-academic books, which were general books. And because of that, we built our name around that, general books. So Textbook Center is only known for those academic books, and that's where they put most of the effort. So our effort, our focus is mainly on general books. That's one. The second thing is when it comes to service delivery, we're totally different from them. We are, I think, one bookshop that charges delivery charges, and other bookshops, what they do is they will tell you if you order above 2,000, above 1,000, we'll offer free delivery. Us, we only offer free deliveries to anything above 10,000. But the rest, customer pays for the delivery. And as the other thing that we have is we don't keep orders. So if someone orders a book now, we deliver it on real-time basis. So especially in Kenya, outside Kenya is next day. Like kesho unachukua kitabu yeah, so we pick. So because of that, speed also is helping us very well. The other thing is also how we attend to our authors, how we attend to our customers. For example, now if you order 3 books and we don't have 2 books, or we don't have 1 book, we process the 2 books, we refund the other book on real-time basis. So kama umeorder vitabu 3 and then the other book one is not available and you want a refund of that extra book, no, the one that's missing, we process your refund. And that's what wasn't there in the e-commerce space because of monopoly and because of maybe, I don't know, ego, or because of the brand name. So we changed that, and I think a lot of bookshops now are hiding that thing and also doing the same thing. So customers are getting feedback, being given good service because of what we're doing, because it's only in Nuria that we pay first and we refund first. Kuna kitu naitwa we are processing, we wait kidogo, like this, we'll confirm, no. As long as you have received the payment and the book is not available and you don't want a replacement and you want a refund, we process that refund. Yes, in less than 12 hours, less than 1 hour, less than 24 hours, unapata. So that is one thing I think that really helped us. And of course, the quality of our books. Our books, either we source them from local authors or publishers, and we import. So huwezi ona a pirated book in our ecosystem or a used book. So our books are either new or we get them from local publishers, our local authors.
We all crave for growth in everything we do. We all want to see that great harvest. That is why at Amica, we have a business working plan capital to help you grow your business. At Amica, you will get quick processing, competitive interest rates, flexible repayment period, and an additional free financial advice if need be. We can help you in the construction of a go-down, lorry to supply goods, among others. Start expanding your business this early in the year. Amica Savings and Credit. Plan smarter, live better.
piracy is huge. It's huge. Especially in developing countries like us. It's huge. And I don't think that the government is there to control it. We have, I think, a department called anti-counterfeit. Do they know it? Yes. Are they doing something about it? I don't think so. They're doing something about it. So, and there's also the aspect of us, personal ethics. So even us as Kenyans, we are people who are, in terms of character, we are rotten. So we don't have personal ethics as individuals. So someone will tell you, you tell them that this is a pirated book. Or someone will call you and tell you that I've seen someone selling this book 600 shilling in the streets, or selling on TikTok 600 shilling. And when you tell them that this is a pirated book, they will tell them, I don't care. I'm after the content. Wherever I reach, if I digest the key thing, I'll just throw the book. So they don't care about copyright, they don't care about the rights of the author, the rights of the publishers, they don't care. So as a society, as people, I think we are rotten as well. So we don't have that personal ethics, we don't have that personal empathy. When you say there's someone who has used his energy, his intellectual property, his time to write a book, so that I don't want to infringe his rights, so that I don't buy a pirated book. But there are many Kenyans who are just, because of the price, they will go for a pirated book, and they don't care about whether the book is pirated, or even if you tell them this is a pirated book, this is an illegal book, don't buy it. So they'll tell you, it's not me. Yeah, me, I'm buying, it's not me. Go ask the seller. Why is the seller selling it? So that's, I think, the kind of problem that we're dealing with. And there are a lot of also dark websites where you can get free ebooks, audiobooks. So people get those books for free. And some maybe buy it for 50 shilling, 30 book. Yeah, so it's tough. It's very hard to deal with, unless the government, decides, steps it. And in Europe, and I think in America, the rest of the world, outside Africa, it's a huge crime infringing on someone's copyright. Big crime, and you will pay it dearly. First of all, there are a lot of things that we have done. And one of the things that we are proud of is giving, breaking the Berlin Wall. What I mean by that is there were many gatekeepers, or what we usually call it cartels. Cartels are just between me and you, coming up with policies to protect ourselves and lock other people out. So at Nuria, what we did was we helped a lot of self-published authors. How we helped was we give them free platform where they can present their books on and sell it for free and market it. We've been marketing Kenyan books for free for many years. Other bookshops didn't want that. Other bookshops wanted to control authors. So they're the ones who will decide which books to stock and which books not to stock. So they were like, you are at my mercy. For you to sell this book, you are at my mercy. So we did away with that. And we gave free advice to authors on how they can sell their books. Most authors will tell them how to sell their books and the ways to sell their books through social media and through our platform. That also now, there were some bookshops who were against it, on how we were giving free advice to most of the authors, free marketing to authors. So that's one thing I think that really that we contributed to the market. The other thing that we contributed heavily to the market is the quality of the paper, how we advised authors on which printer to use, especially the one that approached us. The authors, before even, there's some authors who approach us before even they print their book. So we guide them. So once you have a manuscript, we can guide you on which printer to use, which kind of paper to use. If you need editors, we link you up with editors. And unlike where before, where printers or publishers will tell you, for us to take your book, you have to queue, you have to wait. There are like 7 other, authors who have already presented their manuscript, so you have to wait in the line. So we started breaking that, bondage where you have to wait first, wait it in the line. So we told them that you don't need to wait. You can print your, if your manuscript is ready, you just look for an editor, they edit for you, and you can release your book next week. That's how we educated the first-time authors, especially the ones that have reached out to us. There's some who have not reached out to us still, but authors who are out there who have manuscript, especially first-time authors, we guide them, and that saved them a lot of money. There are many first-time authors who have lost a lot of money. Yeah, a lot of money. There's some who've lost $1 million shillings through ghostwriters. A ghostwriter or someone who wants to write your story will approach you and tell you that I will write your story. Let's start. So anakula pesa yako na ana disappear, and they never deliver. So nowadays we can even link you up with good ghostwriters who are credible, who can write your story well and not steal it. There's some, when they see your story is juicy, they can run with it, especially fictional stories. So that's, I think, the kind of theft that happens among ourselves. So those are the things that we give to first-time authors for free, and guide them. And ignorance, is too expensive, especially when you don't ask people who are in that market how they can help you. So there are some people who don't give you the airtime, even to sit with you and guide you. Wanakwambia we just go sort yourself. There are many authors who did, and there's some authors who don't want to help first-time authors. There's some even authors who will not help you, so they want something in return. So nobody wants to do that free thing. They call it charity. But as you reach out to us, we will guide you. We might not be doing the thing, but we will guide you till you have an end product. That's another thing that we contributed to the market. And there are many authors who started writing books or who had manuscript. They have been having it for many years in their laptops. Now brought that thing to a life. I remember talking to several authors who has started writing books on their culture, because they didn't know where to start from and how to do it. But they knew something about their culture, documented it, but they didn't know how to go about it. We helped them. So initially in Kenya, there were only 2 main communities who have extensively written about their culture, Luos and Kikuyus. Other communities, they didn't write a lot about it. So we helped them. We helped a lot of Maasai authors, and we have a lot of Maasai books now on their culture. So initially it was very hard. This year we onboarded we have 3 Turkana authors who have written here. We have a first Turkana proverbs and sayings. We have 2 books on Turkana, well written by another lady. We have many books from Ma community now they have written. We also have a few books, audio books. We also sell audio books on how to learn the Ma language, the Maasai language. And this wasn't there before, because all these authors didn't know how to share that content with authors in a safe way, with the readers in a safe way. So we are helping a lot of authors in an indirect way. and saving them millions of shillings, which they should have lost, and even lost the faith of writing the book. Because I tell authors that you must treat the book as a business thing, as a product you have brought into the market. You must now take care of that product, and that product helps you. Ni kama mtoto mdogo unalea, you raise it till it helps you. So because of all of that, I think Nuria has contributed heavily. The other thing also we have heavily contributed is most of these classic books were just with publishers. They were not promoting it. So we started helping conventional publishers in bringing life to these books. Major Mwangi Books, John Kriamiti, Pesetas, all these books. What is it called? Henry Olokulet. There are a lot of books, Kenyans have read it while they were in campus, while they're in high school, but they forgot about it. So we brought back that nostalgic memory to most readers. Yes. Yes. So we brought them life. We gave life to those classic books. So, and then Kenyans now started appreciating it when they saw those books on our platforms, on social media, everything. Wow, let me go and get John Kriamiti series. So we gave life to some of those books that were dying. We also gave life to a lot of cultural books. We have many cultural books from different cultures. We gave them life. There are many Kenyans who are within and outside Kenya who appreciate what we're doing, especially in the cultural space and African fiction space, Kenyan fiction space, where the children, some of them, married outside Africa, or Kenya, and their first language, the kids' first language is English. So now they're buying the mother tongue books from us and now introducing them to the kids, whether within and outside Kenya. Every December and January we receive a lot of Kenyans who are coming from abroad and buying only cultural books. So they give it to the kids and they teach the kids about their culture. So that's another thing that we brought back to the society, and they love it and they appreciate it. And they should tell us that we're doing some good work in that space. So we are impacting it in a very direct way, in a very silent way that we don't even know. And there are many, and that's one thing that also pushes me over and over again. Every time I want to give up on the book business, is now the feedback I get from readers. Yes. Yeah, we do. The other thing that limits us is the capital. Unlike our competition, where some have very deep pockets, backed by financiers and investors. Ours is organic growth. We want to do it organically, and it's very painful. Organic growth is good, but it's very, very painful. So yes, we're looking to other markets, but the main markets are in Nairobi. Actually, the main markets in Nairobi. So over 80% of our sales come from Nairobi and its neighboring towns, Kiambu and the rest. So yes, if we get the capital that can sustain us in other counties, yes, we for the last 3-4 years, we've been thinking of getting into other markets, other counties, regionally within Kenya as well. But now that needs, some kind of, capital that will help those branches run by themselves till they break even, so that at least once we do massive expansion and then we start closing again, it doesn't make sense. So that's why it took us 9 years to open a second branch. So it's almost close to 10 years now. It's painful. It's not easy unless you come from a wealthy family, which I don't come from a wealthy family. If you're backed by financiers, which I have none. So that's the thing. And for you to open a branch, it needs some good cash. So, and that it took us years, to save for it, to plan for it, and open in a branch. And it's a risk. I've taken a big risk in Mombasa, especially in Nyali. Will it pay off? I don't know. So we'll see by end of this year, we'll see how it goes, how the branch performs. We want also to change the reading culture in Mombasa. We have really changed the reading culture in Nairobi. So we want to change that area. Hopefully then maybe we go to another county, we change the reading culture. So that is, I think, the key thing that's important is changing our society. Because the most important thing is self-knowledge. Self-knowledge is very important. And that's the knowledge you get outside school. The knowledge you get from school doesn't help as such. So the thing that helps you a lot is the street knowledge, the knowledge that's out there. And that's I think the true knowledge. The true knowledge is the applied knowledge. It's not the knowledge of cramming and passing exams. The real one is contributing to the society, changing the lives, and people that seek self-knowledge are the ones that tend to change the society. Because before you change the society, you must change yourself, and that's what we want to do it, either through literature, either through other self-help books, through business books. So it's tough. It's not easy, but we have other plans, but I don't know whether it will work. Till it's done, I don't say it's done. So till we actualize it, that's when now we can talk about it. So I've been to Mombasa several times, looking at it. Kuogopa kwenda, checking it, coming back. Yeah. So yeah, it is a huge leap. I don't know how it will pan out. My prayer is just the Mombasa community to help us keep that branch.
We all crave for growth in everything we do. We all want to see that great harvest. That is why at Amica, we have a business working plan capital to help you grow your business. At Amica, you will get quick processing, competitive interest rates, flexible repayment period, and an additional free financial advice if need be. We can help you in the construction of a go-down, lorry to supply goods, among others. Start expanding your business this early in the year. Amica Savings and Credit. Plan smarter, live better.
I don't know. Because yes, it's not only that, but now the thing that's happening in the world, that's what will affect us as well. So there are a lot of stuff that are moving, especially in the tech space. So how will the book business look like? I don't know. In the next 10 years, I don't know. Will technology crash the book business? Maybe not. I don't know how. Because there are a lot of crazy people out there who want to change stuff and change it for better. So how will Nuria evolve or become something else? Will we move to another business or will we move to something else? So there are many businesses that started with something else and then moved to something else. So will we move to? Yes. Yes. So they were only selling books only. Now they're the biggest e-commerce in the whole world. They sell everything. They call themselves Everything Store. Amazon is called the Everything Store. So you will get everything from there. I don't know. I don't know. Staff, I know Amazon at some point will going to come to African market. Which country will they start with? I don't know. Maybe South Africa, maybe Nigeria. maybe Kenya, I don't know. So the thing, if I were to have, that will have really helped us is if I were to have good capital, then I should have run with it very fast. I think the key thing is how can we, support many Kenyan authors, African authors. So those are, I think, the key thing. If we were to grow, everywhere we go, we want to duplicate our model and maybe tailor make it for that market and localize it. So that's the only way I think I can survive, is just localizing and reaching out to local authors and partnering with local publishers and local content creators to help them, so that document the culture and preserve the culture. Because Nuria might morph up to a company or business that will help authors document and preserve the culture and the language. Because I don't want us to lose our culture, our language. So that is now our angle we are taking. The angle is, how can I help people who have stories about the culture, material about the culture? How can I help them that? But other big companies don't have that vision. Amazon, when they come to Kenya, they will not have that vision. Them is just after profit. They're not there to preserve the Kenyan culture, to protect the Kenyan culture, the African culture. Them, they will be wanting now actually to ruin the culture. So our goal is how can I protect more culture? Actually, when this year the Turkana, I get hold of the Turkana authors, that really moved me a lot. Why it moved me was I haven't seen a Turkana author or Turkana publisher. See, so when I came across them, that really made me happy. That at least, so if we can have all our communities document the stories, we preserve their culture, we preserve their books, so that at least in 200 years, 300, when we are not here, they can have those books. Exactly. Because ebook, especially the online space, is there to, I think, dilute the culture and everything. You can edit an ebook, but you cannot edit a physical book unless it's a Bonoko physical book. But this one is the original text. So if we can protect the original text of our history, our culture, and our books, that will help us. But now an ebook, you can edit. Yeah, you can corrupt the message and everything, and then still share with people. But now you cannot corrupt this unless you print it again. So the goodness with the print work is it remains the same for many years. So maybe protecting, maybe investing in authors. One thing that I've lacked for many years is getting an investor. I've pitched to 9 local investors from 2016 to 2021. 9 investors. They all didn't invest in my business, and then later on I decided that now to grow organically. At that time, that's when I've been thinking of how can I grow, how can I expand. So it didn't work. So thank God, so we are here, and maybe it's God's grace that I didn't get those investors. And one of the things that I don't like is to become a gatekeeper. I don't want to be controlled. Sometimes the investors control you. Exactly. They will tell you, don't do this, do this. So because of that, I think maybe I couldn't get an investor, because I don't want to be controlled. I don't want to be told, usiweke kitabu hii. There's some others who don't stock, bookshops who don't stock some books that I have here. There's some bookshop who refuse to stock Miguna's books. That's indiscrimination. Why? Yes, he might have some differences. Something, it's a book. Yeah, exactly. I will just stock the book. Why do you want to discriminate? Why? We don't discriminate. That's another, revelation thing we have brought it to the book business, where some people used to be told, no, hii kitabu yako ni too polarizing, hii kitabu yako is not good, you're attacking this person. A book is a book. You go counter it. If you don't agree with Miguna, write your own to counter that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there are a lot of books that some authors that were denied actually the opportunity to showcase their books in other bookshops. So as it's open, there are many, I think, Kenyans, we have their books and that we stock. So I think that's the other thing that give us leverage over the rest. It's us stocking now some of the books that they refuse to stock. And that actually helped us and also made a magnet where, you know, people start with us. If someone launches a book today, they reach out to us first. And Nuria, we have a website. It's called nuriakenya.com. nuriakenya.com, www.nuriakenya.com. You can buy books online. We deliver to you within and outside Kenya. Actually, we usually deliver to Europe most of the time. Sometimes the customers will order from us in Europe and in the US. So we have customers within and outside Africa. We also are on social media on all platforms. We're on Instagram, Nuria_the honest store. Twitter is we have two handles, at Nuria Store, at Nuria Books. Those are our two handles. TikTok is at Nuria Store, and then Facebook is Nuria Your Store. So we are on those platforms for now. And we have two physical shops. One is at the Bazaar, first floor, shop number 12. That's Nairobi CBD at the junction of Moi Avenue, Biashara Street and Tubman Road. So we are open from Monday to Sunday here. So Monday to Saturday we are open from 7:30 till 7 p.m. On Sundays we open from 10 till 5 p.m. In Nyali we are open from 10 till 7 p.m. from Monday to Saturday. But our vision and our goal is to become 24/7 business in future. So that's what we're thinking of. So that's how we operate. Also, we have phone numbers where you can call. Our phone numbers on our website. You can call, you can order. There's some customers who want to call and order books. They don't want to leave digital footprint, so they just want to call and then deliver books. Within Nairobi, we do same-day delivery. Orders we receive even 5 or 6 p.m. So we fulfill them same-day delivery. Outside Nairobi, it's next-day delivery. So we'll send today, you'll get it tomorrow. So karibuni sana, and thanks for hosting me.